Chapter 42. Every weekend, Patty goes to a farmer's market on Golden State Avenue at F Street. She likes to be one of the first ones there. Today, Mai went with her because Patty's using Dell's car and they can get more things and she'll help carry the stuff. They're going to pick up 2 bags of potting soil for me at the nursery on the way back. The best way to grow sunflowers is in the ground, not in pots or planters. They have enormous tap roots that bury deep. My plan is to start them off in small containers and then locate a place later for transplanting. Dell and I go through the big blue recycling dumpster in the carport and we find 23 containers for me to use as planters. We pick out an assortment of tin cans, a few plastic tubs that once held sour cream and spreadable cheese, and even a few milk cartons. I don't think I've seen Dell so happy as when he's rooting around in the dumpster. After we have what we need, we go to the laundry room and wash the cans and containers in the deep sink. Then Dell punches holes in the bottoms with a kitchen knife, which gets ruined because you're not supposed to use it for that. He doesn't seem to care. When Patty gets back with the potting soil, we are going to plant 9 different types of sunflowers. But another thing that happens when we are readying our potting containers. Sadhu Kumar, who rents his extra bedroom to Dell, comes down with 3 computers. Dell says, "What are you doing with those?" Sadhu is getting ready to toss them into the big blue bin. "They're going into the recycle." I size up the machines. They don't appear very old. I ask, "You can't fix them?" Sadhu snorts, like a horse might do. "They're junk. Not worth the effort." I look at the computers. 2 are laptops. One is a larger desktop, but the same company makes them all. Sadhu Kumar is sort of an angry guy. I think he might have had a lot of disappointment in his life. It can turn a person bitter. I wonder if that's what's happening to me. Nothing's worse than a sour kid. You should save that for later, when you are old and it hurts just to get up from a chair. You have a reason to have a permanently pinched face. I make a note to myself to be sad and even mad, but not 100% angry at the world. There's a difference. Now I ask Sadhu, "So I can have the computers?" Mr. Sour Bitter Man says, "If you want junk, take junk." Dell looks offended. He says, "One man's garbage is another man's treasure." Sadhu only seems more pained at that thought as he walks away. We are waiting for the potting soil, so Dell and I carry the 3 machines up to number 28, and right away I start to take them apart. I think I might be able to get one working computer from the 3. I see that it could be possible to use the logic board from the first one and the chipsets and the plugins from the other 2. I'm not sure it will function properly, but if it does, the computer will be a gift to Dell from me. He doesn't know that yet. I'm at the kitchen table separating the peripheral wiring when Dell Duke's cell phone barks. He's chosen a dog as his ringtone. He doesn't seem like what a cat person would do. It bothered me while we were cleaning up this place that I didn't find one single thing to indicate that Cheddar had ever lived here. This is a man who couldn't be bothered to throw trash away. I've been waiting for the appropriate time to bring this up. Once he's off the phone, I ask, "Do you miss Cheddar?" Dell looks confused. "Say again?" I repeat, "Do you miss Cheddar?" Dell's eyes narrow. "You mean because Patty cooks Vietnamese food?" I don't respond. He adds, "What I miss is my meatloaf." I'm not going to follow up. Patty and Mai return and we're ready to begin. Patty says she'd like to help us, but she's testing some kind of new nail polish and it wouldn't be fair to the product to stick her hands in dirt. I'm surprised when Kwang Ha comes downstairs to do the planting. He picks out a container. It's a cloudy plastic and previously held strawberry-flavored imported Italian gelato. I must admit that judging by the shape, this is the most intriguing of our dumpster planters. It is rectangular, but has soft edges. Kwang Ha is confusing because just when I am certain he has sawdust for brains, he'll exhibit some real insight. He picked the best-looking container for his seedling. While he obsessively pulls off the stickers from the sides of the former gelato carton, Mai and Dell and I fill up everything else with the fresh dirt. When he's really ready, I hand Kwang Ha the cookie pan, which has the moist seeds, and I say, "Plant 3, equidistant, about an inch down." Maybe he doesn't hear me because he takes a single seed. I say, "Take 3." He mutters, "I only want 1." I don't want to be bossing anybody around, especially him. I say, "It might fail. They're only going to be in these containers for a short time. We are just starting out here." He will not be persuaded. I can't read his expression, so maybe he's making fun of me as he says, "I'm putting all my hopes and dreams into this one seed. That's how I want it." Dell is now watching. His mouth opens and I think he's going to say something, but he doesn't. Mai then turns to her brother. "We're doing this for Willow. Don't be a jerk. She wants us to plant 3 seeds." Kwang Ha looks from Mai back to me. "This one is mine. I'm not doing it for her." Dell turns to us. "You two girls do your own thing." I get a lump in my throat, and it's not because Kwang Ha won't listen or because Dell doesn't support my planning methods. I feel moved because they aren't treating me like I'll break into a million pieces. Maybe that means I'm on my way back to some kind of normal.